I'm going to start a new game, and we're going to see how it goes. Right? We need the thingy though, the timer. Like so. 1 hour maximum for Steelrising. Without the assist mode, we're going to start a regular game. So I can complain about how difficult it is. Yes. Oh, Drakes, welcome in. Oh, now the introduction video with proper sound.
Oh, pardon. You know, actually, I think I'm in no mood for games right now. How much longer are we to be kept here? Or we just simply watch as Paris burns from afar?
The rabble are rioting. This is the price to be paid for spoiling the masses.
You don't understand, Gabrielle. The king sent us here long before the city went up in flames. He knew what was about to transpire. I think he is somehow involved in these events.
Oh, come now, Marie. True, he can be misguided and somewhat short-tempered at times, but he's no Nero.
Then why have we been given no news for so long?
Somewhat short-tempered.
Gabrielle. The children.
They'll soon be out of harm's way. I am most certain of it. Monsieur Cléry will take good care of them. For now, at least, we are safe.
Safe? Vraiment? Where are the Chateau guards?
We are still protected. The king just preferred
Oh,
to
that's
use
the weekend.
a different sort of guard.
Guards? Or jailers?
Mikaeus, welcome.
They won't even let us leave this room, Gabrielle. The king, he has lost his mind to grief. First our darling, Sophie. Then our beloved son. My poor sweet angel. They didn't let me say goodbye. I wasn't even allowed to see him. C'est affreux. Something inside me is crying out. Telling me he's still of this world at times. I think I hear him calling to me. I'm so afraid.
What do you fear, my queen?
Everything. Everything horrifies me. The king's wrath. His army of indefatigable automats that Monsieur de Vaucanson has built for him. The charlatans who advise him, who are now more powerful than ministers. What happened to my son? What will happen to the children that God has deigned to leave in my care?
I won't let any harm come to them. This I promise you.
But how? Do you not see that we're prisoners here?
All is not lost. You forget about the one automat that is not hostile to us. This new bodyguard of yours.
C'est moi. C'est moi, le bodyguard. Tokyo Ghostwire, which is barbecuing my graphics card, but I'm sure I'm gonna get it to work on Saturday. It's actually on Saturday. I just figured out the date today. Well, yesterday, but I forgot to put it in. So it's the 15th April. And at first I planned to do Steelrising on Saturday again, and I thought, well, we had it already, right? So it doesn't really need to fill in a spot. So I'm going to do it today, recovering the video, because the attempt on Saturday was not really successful because the frame rate stutter was so hardcore. And Tokyo Ghostwire Tokyo, that way around, is proving to be a bit of a resource hog. It also maxes out my GPU, even though the settings are all very low. It still does that, and it's similar in Steelrising. But I managed to get Steelrising into relatively average 55 to 60 frames per second, so it's very, very smooth considering. But let's see, we're gonna be a different automaton this time. I'm gonna pick the very white And then I feel like they need to have these fancy hair. That looks awesome. So we'll pick that. Oh, it doesn't look awesome on top of her head though. Look at this one. Yes. And then the faces look very different from one another, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna pick this face, and then we're gonna go here. First attempt around, I tried the Alchemist, which is a cool class. I played, well, while I was testing, I played till past the first boss. Oh, it was possible to defeat the first boss with this. I did need to learn a bit how to use the attacks and the dodging and what the enemies are doing anyway, but that was kind of cool. So this time around I can test another one. This one needs to get up close and personal, and it's very easy to go to knock out. They don't have a lot of life points, and they can block. But I'm thinking of trying a soldier with a ranged heavy attack and grenades. That seems cool. So here we go. Well, Queen and Country and whatnot.
Machine that is now somehow able to speak and understand what we say to it. C'est terrifiant.
Yes, but it is loyal to you. That's all that matters. If it managed to escape the chateau, it could be your eyes and ears in Paris. And if, perchance, the other automats were to go after it?
You won't attempt anything foolish. I cannot lose you, Gabrielle. Not now. Aegis?
Madame.
The king must be stopped.
The very kingdom is at stake.
Go and find Vaucanson at his workshop, Ni les Invalides. He surely holds the secret to these tireless automats. And perhaps he will know something about the death of my son.
How am I to leave the chateau grounds, Madame?
Go to the riverbank, at the far side of the grounds. From there you can take a boat to Paris.
You wanted to find Vaucanson? Vraiment? What if he is the one who is responsible for this unrest?
What Vaucanson has done, ma chère, only Vaucanson can undo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for! The credits!
Okay, I've got one thing. I need to switch around here. Yeah, so whoop-ass, that's good fun. That's good fun. So please let me know if the video is getting choppy again, or if the audio is being weird. But I'm quite hopeful that we will be able to enjoy this now in its full splendor. This time I can also check out the lock on switch targets with left. Well, we don't have a left. Alright, so this is our melee weapon is oh, okay. Oh, nice. That looked pretty cool. Yes, consumables. We've got oil barrette and we've got grenades. Oops. And a disassembly token, which we don't need to use on a quick slot. That counts as choppy, that's true. You are correct. Now I can switch the consumables with that button. And I can repair with R. But I don't want to use the orb right now. Okay. Yeah, I adjusted the camera. It also has a different resolution now, so I'm never happy with how the camera angle is and where it sits and, you know, all that stuff, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this for at least 5 minutes. The background's the same though. The background is the same. Each weapon has an attacking or defensive special move. Yes. So on cue, I shoot stuff. Which is a knockdown. Interesting. A bit of flickering there in the distance. That's new. That means it's probably that set. No, it's not. I'm gonna try to find the culprit. There you go. But that also drops the frames down. Ah. Tokyo? Yeah, I got an update that broke the performance. Okay, so that's interesting. I found one of the resource hogs. So I'm going to switch this to half and to put this on high instead. That on medium. Yeah, so we have that flickering at a distance there. But we've got a stable-ish 55 to 60 this way. Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo, on some systems, mine included, it has severe performance issues. You're dead. Oh, I can switch with the... I can switch targets with the mouse. Which is... Oh, it didn't stop. Okay, cool. So the heavy weapon we have is pretty interesting. Let's have a look at it. This halberd. Yeah, the knockback of the range shot is obviously cool. We need to see if we can interrupt enemies with that. Oh, how does it look on stream? It looks like it's a tiny bit choppy. Badger, welcome. Oh. Overheat. I know how that works. Oh. Rusty key. What about the labyrinth? There's no labyrinth here. You can't really judge the choppiness though by the animations of the automaton because they sometimes just move choppily. As you know, it's intended that way. But yeah, it looks a tiny bit choppy, but much better than last time. Unlock the garden. You're dead. I didn't remember that they were standing there, but that counted as a stealthy attack. It was not very stealthy. Vestals. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's where we can come back later. So we can use this checkpoint here. Very pretty looking. And have a bit of a sit down. Right, upgrading costs 1,000 for the first bit. So we start with 3 power and 2 vigor. That's pretty good. So endurance and critical I can talk. Critical hit multiplier, crit damage, right? We need 1 key to upgrade second module slot. These need special resources to be upgraded as well. We have... First time you played Tokyo, Ghostwire Tokyo, you had your old GPU and no DualSense controller. Alright. Yeah, that's worth another look, I would say. So we're going to use these two to get another 500. Ah, we're missing 9. Ah. Did I miss a pickup or did they intend to do it like that? Anyway, we're going to check out that guy down there. Oh. Interesting timing on these attacks compared to the alchemist's weapons. Ah, he was turning around on the last second. Ah, okay, you're in the Metal Gear mood again. Cool. Very nice. Now, let's see. I don't want to stealth kill them all. I want to get some movement training with it. Okay, that didn't trigger at all. I was pressing the heavy attack here. For some reason it didn't trigger. Okay, we can use some of those. Sorry, what happens? Okay, we can do backstab. Smash. Okay. Interesting. And there's a box. Nano machines. Okay, so you always get that cap from this one. Nope. I mean, it's a bit more armor, and it looks fancy, so there's that. Okay. No. Revengeance. I never get any meme or game references. Never. No, I remember that there's a dude here. Oh shit. You were fast. Oh, I was overheating there. Piss off. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, he hits me while I jump at him. Okay. Yeah, that will be an interesting challenge with these slow attacks against the boss. But anyway, I want to go here to get an upgrade. And so the Agility gives special move damage, immobilization damage, and physical damage. Not really a lot. Oh yeah, let's check out the weapon. It scales with power. The best. Not the bestest, but the best. And apparently the ranged special move is not connected to any of the attributes. It's mainly impact, right? Yeah. All about the impact. So I'd rather increase power or durability to get more health and have an easier time with the boss. Yeah, let's get more health. The noob stat. And also equipment. Journal. No, not journal. We want to use this. Puts us at 738. And this is the leave the St. Cloud estate. Aegis must reach the banks of the Seine and find a boat. Bye. Side quest. The death of Dauphin. Monsieur de Vaucanson worked closely with the king. As such, he could have been privy to confidential information about the death of his son. Oh, I didn't notice that first time around because I was busy with checking out the frame drops. That there is a side quest thing. Cool. So, now we can do this again. The range on that is awesome. Right, if we do a side stab and a stab. Okay, that works also. That's pretty cool. You're dead. I'm not gonna grind them all again, but I wanted to get some more resources to get that one upgrade. Totally worth it. Oh, nearly a one shot. When you charge, oh shit! I didn't hear him. When you charge the heavy. But yeah, you are not very powerful in the beginning of the game. That's just a fact. You are equipped with a pretty poopy weapon, considering. Oh, could have some more of these here. Oh yeah, we've got 5 of these. So let's put them on the slot. They are just repairing over time, so they are also very helpful. We can't get through this here yet. Health attack. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Stealth attack my ass. Can I read that again? Because I found it to be a bad explanation last time. I wanted to check that out again. Prototypes. Alright, we learned about the enemies here. Cool. They frequently malfunction, yes. Ah, nice. I like this. You can read up on the people and places and enemies and yourself. That's pretty cool. Oops. No, the tutorial is not popping up again. That's alright. That's alright. But yeah, the stealth basically works sometimes. Right, you lock onto an automaton and then you stay out of their visual cone. Ah, but they sometimes just detect you anyway. Yeah, that's where I wanted to dodge. Exactly over there. Oh, another box. Longevity modules. Like this one gives you more health, and this one gives you less damage when you rapid cool. Right, but we want the more health. That puts us at 290 health And hopefully I've got a better chance then against the boss. I found out that you can chop these attacks here for extra lootable, which is good. Flame resistance. Fire. Dead soldier. Granite cobblestone. Okay. Once you beat Metal Gear Survive, the endgame opens up with new classes and other stuff. Oh, cool. Right. Oh, hopefully I can beat the boss now. Without
The
needing...
Swiss Guard, killed by the automats that replaced them.
Without needing 5 attempts. Oh. Yeah, okay. Doing badly already. Frames are dropping down to 50, which is obviously not helping. I wonder if I can knock him down. And I can't cancel out of my own animations, which is super annoying. Bit of stuttery shenanigans in the boss fight. That's not helping. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna set these back to medium. See if we can grab a few extra frames. Set this back to normal. Okay. And I'm not sure. No, we're good. Okay, perfect. Seems to be a bit better. Yeah, so you commit to your attacks, which in case of this blow weapon is kind of making placement more important than anything else. And I'm not 100% sure yet if you can actually chain the attacks, because they are so slow that they might just be individual attacks. So I don't really know if that's... But yeah, range is superior. So that will probably not help too much against the boss, because they've got even more range. They've got a long lance. And... but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's now a bit less choppy in that area, because the area around the boss has all the fog and smoke and whatnot, and there's no slider in the game to reduce that. Volumetric fog, I think, is one of the features or graphical settings that's ruining the game's performance by so much. It looks pretty with all the fog and the pretty lighting and whatnot, but it makes it very hard to play this. I wish I could... You know, that was a running heavy attack, and it just doesn't phase them, right? They just do their thing. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That was pretty cool. An aerial combo. Interesting. Learning new stuff. Oh yeah, Dead Island. Dead Island. The first game was pretty good. decade. Well, I guess between 5 and 10 years is a regular development cycle for games, right? 10 is a bit long, but... Now, let's see. I'm gonna grab this. Yeah, okay. And I keep dodging with space, which is jumping. Which is down to the fact that I played outward so much lately. Grab that. Ooh. Ah, he did the double jab. Okay, I can shoot him, but that only deals 34 damage. It's not a lot. Oh god, I got stuck on something. It's been 12 years since the team that made Dead Island bailed to make Techland. The company, they formed the company Techland. Deep Silver refused to let them make a more serious sequel. Okay. Yeah, well, that's how they work. Anyway. Ooh. No, let's grab this. Okay. It's kind of cool that you have an aerial combo option. I'm not really sure what to do with that yet, but... Ah, he saw me directly. Yeah, you can come here. Oh, a double strike. I'm not able to discern their attack patterns. By the way, they just move in such a funny way that I never know what they're doing. I just have to stay clear if I don't want to get hit. I have to steer clear of them. For now, at least. Now, let's see. No. That one just doesn't want to get stealth killed. That's not my fault. Yeah, I think quite some of the enemies have unexpectedly large amount of different patterns or moves. Ah, I love that though. The cheese tactic. Double smash. Triple smashing. Yeah, we'll see how Dead Island 2 performs when it comes out, and then we give it a month until it works, and then... It's probably similar to Dying Light, where the first game was good, and the second game also. That's awesome. Sorry, 68 damage regular. 102 on a half charged hit. Can't get 2 hits in. I can get the jump hit in though. Oh, triple. I'm not sure I've seen that before. You can keep the grenades. Yeah, you get stuck on the soldiers' bodies also. There's 98. Oh. Swiped. And that's a counter kick. I haven't seen that before. Maybe I need to left dodge on that one. So you don't deal more damage when you hit them in the backside with the gun. Oh, that's the very annoying first boss. We get a key for a second module slot. Then we can pick up the last. Where is it? Oh, it was sitting here. Yeah, there it is. You. So as soon as you figure out that the boss is not really hard, but that you need to constantly keep it in front of yourself and then dodge, well, left past it actually, it becomes kind of a snooze fest really. Because you don't deal extra damage when you're behind it or on the side or with the special. I was a bit disappointed by that, to be honest. Or maybe I just didn't figure out its weak spot, but yeah. Anyway. Let's do this. It's a different game, the second one, isn't it? Dying Light 2. They went for more flashiness and less spooky zombie stuff. Right, so we're gonna level up our power. And the vigor. Good. This next level up would cost us 1,190. Do we have another thingy? No. Okay. Prototypes. A Lancer. It's a guard class. They sometimes malfunction during combat? I have not seen that. Right, so the second module slot has been unlocked. And now we can also use it for currently the rapid cooling efficiency, but we're gonna find better ones hopefully. And the boutique. Right, that means now we use this checkpoint. Should have these guys again, right? Me being locked onto them. Get free XP. There's another one sitting here. And as it took me quite a few attempts in the boss fight to figure out that there are two automatas are sitting in this building and in that building over there or next to it. In the boss fight. I mean, yeah, but why? You know? Why would you put them there? That's just... Anyway, we are going here. Out into a boat. And this is as far as I got last time. Or while trying to figure out the technical issues. And I think it's pretty smooth now, isn't it? How is it on stream? I haven't got any feedback from you guys, so it's not horrible, I guess. Maybe it's also not great. So we found a second weapon, which is a musket. does cross damage. It looks fine, thank you. And I can now use a muscle. Cross damage. Oh, that's the heavy. That's a bit of recoil. Ah, it has charges. Yeah, okay, it uses a chemical capsules as ammo. As does my special attack, which is also ranged. I didn't expect the game to have these aerial combos. I'm not sure why I didn't expect the game to have that. I'm quite surprised for that. Can we go down? Oops. Oh, I know where that is, of course. That's yeah, okay. I didn't see the connection there. It's back here. Hey you. Okay, and sometimes when you jump you can't do the heavy attack. I'm not sure why. Maybe it needs a certain amount of stamina to execute. Or I just need to hold the button longer. No, I don't. Could be a stamina issue. And while we're here, I might as well do the upgrade I wanted to do. Oh, I'm missing 40 of the things. Oh, Jesus, really? And we don't have... ah, okay. And the stealth attack didn't work on that one. But now I can do the upgrade. Boring. Okay, yeah, durability upgrade. Sweet. Oh, that one's gone. Interesting. Maybe they don't always spawn there. Alright. Cool. So how long did that take us? Yeah. These ones you want to go past on the right side of them because of their swing. The lantern. Ooh, what kind of fancy thing are you? It's a naga. Fire! Exclamation mark. Yeah, I keep dodging on space. That's not gonna. That was a knockdown. Cool. They are fire-breathing snake robots. Naturally, they are. More cobblestones. Yeah, you can apparently throw cobblestones. Oh. To distract or attract enemies. Which is not a strategy I would, or not a tactic I would use in this kind of game, but oh, different armor. Nice. Let's have a look. Wing. Makes you want to play Assassin's Creed Unity. Oh yeah, because of the looks and the setting. Yeah. Oh, let's see. So we use our flame resistance, which is great against the flame enemies we're now encountering. Fulmination resistance is increased. Endurance is increased. And 5 extra armor, which you can see at a glance. Okay. And then, different hat. Oh, wow, okay. Less balance, more endurance. And no flame resistance. So if we encounter the flame enemies now, we need the resistance potion for it. I wish I could just cancel out of my attacks somehow. I mean, you play this character a bit differently then, right? So you wait until they make their stupid useless move and then you poke them. But I prefer in games like this if you can cancel out of your like 8.5 second charge attack. But it's obviously it's a trade-off, and that's fine. I just don't like it. They also have a slow thing they can't cancel out of. I can use that to my advantage. Nemesis Claws. Finding one's way. You have acquired a compass. Okay. Put that into your quick access. Okay. So
the riverbank is just beyond this wood.
Ah, when you use the compass, you just get a ping where you're supposed to go. Okay, that's cool. This is the way. It is. So Saturday's gonna be fun, right? I think. Oops. I found a good mix of games for Saturday. Get up there. I think we can. We need a grappling hook for that. We don't have a grappling hook yet. Alright, but I see something up there. Here, huh? Comrades, in the name of the nation, our honor demands that we stop our work. The king threatens to send his foreign regiments into the capital. Shall we continue to build a vain lantern while our brothers are slaughtered for leagues from St. Claude? Or St. Cloud? I don't know. The time has come to put down our tools and take up arms. To Paris! Equality or death. That's what they say. Yeah, and that's where we started. Nice. So, let's see if we can unlock that gate and defeat the big ass guard that's behind it. Or if that's for beta. It is blocked. Oh. Look at that. Dangerous stuff. Yeah. So, I like the game's visuals a lot. The lighting, the textures, and the animations of the automatons are really, really cool. It's a bit counterintuitive for the fighting at first, especially with melee weapons, because you kind of have to take into account the clunkiness of the build of your characters and your enemies, right? They move like automatons and they also fight like them. But once you kind of go for that or roll with it, is pretty cool. Like the fact that she's walking like she's walking or running like she's running. I've read in reviews that people felt like the animations were bad. I think they were not understanding what they were looking at. It's not like that the animations are bad. They're really, really good, but they are automatons, right? And it's running smooth now that I did a few things to the game. I didn't have to mod it though. It was mostly the issue that the game's VSync is broken. The in-game VSync is broken, so you have to deactivate that and force VSync on the driver level. And then you can play with the in-game graphics options until you are feeling like you have the game looking good enough for your own, you know, for your taste. What's a bit misleading is the fact that the game has this video memory display, and that's wrong. What you see here is an approximation. In fact, the game is using more, and as soon as it comes into the vicinity of your maximum available physical graphics memory, it starts to do something weird, which I can't really put my finger on, but it makes the game play the opposite of smooth. I'm using FSR 1 here because they don't offer 2, and I have an old NVIDIA card, so I don't have DLSS. If you have DLSS capabilities, you are... I would suggest you use that, and what you kind of have to do is put the medium texture details in, because as soon as you go to high, the actual memory use is around 13 or more. Whoops, not model detail. So texture details to medium, and the rest you can play with, but this is something you need to do if you have issues with the performance. Not every hardware setup has this issue, but I couldn't really play nor stream it. The game was completely ruining ruining the frames, right? So yeah, I think we've seen enough for the discovery. I think it's a pretty cool game. It's very linear, but that's alright. There will be some alternative paths probably later. I don't know. We will come back to this area we're in at the moment. Because we saw that there's like a gate here that leads back to the chateau, and there was another gate that was leading down a different path. I think here maybe, and yeah, I think it's a very decent game. I like the fact that the character choices in the beginning, which is mainly starting weapons, that they are feeling very different. So when you start with one of the 4 options in the beginning, they all feel very different from one another, combat-wise. I only tried the Alchemist and now the Grenadier, or whatever they're called here. But that plays very different. To start with a two-handed halberd and a gun, and the other character starts with these foldable arm blades and alchemy tricks like freezing. That was very different play style. And experimenting with those early on makes a lot of sense, because you kind of need to find a kind of weapon that you want to play with. Now we found these hand blades or whatever they are, and I assume they will be very fast. Yeah, that looks pretty neat, right? I guess with the fans, you have a similar effect. These are like heavy blades, I guess. They have a counter-attack as a special move. The fan has a block. So parrying and blocking are an option for some weapons, but not for everything, everywhere. That's kind of cool as well. For one person, the game can run smoothly. Yeah, totally. That can happen. The map is very pretty. Yes, the map is very pretty. The whole game is very pretty. I think the attention to detail is quite awesome. On the character models, also in the first cutscene, the face painting they were using, that's actually very accurate, I think, considering that this is supposed to play in 1798, 89 even. Right, so the characters, they it's not a AAA quality graphics wise. You can see some shortcuts they took here and there, but in its entirety they did a really good job, I think. It plays very nice on mouse and keyboard. That's important. I think the soundtrack's brilliant. But yeah, it's a good game. I wouldn't want to pay $50 for it, but grabbing it on sale is definitely a good idea if you like the type of game it is. And if you feel like it's too hard, you can change the difficulty of the game, which is awesome. I'm not sure if you can do that in the game though. Like while you are playing, assist mode, there you go. You can enable that while you are playing. You disable some achievements, but who cares about that anyway. And then you can add damage reduction. If you just want to see the story, you can just, you know, get all the damage reduction, or you keep your XP after you die, or cooling is much easier, or you get more stamina back and faster. So you can tailor the experience to your own preferences, and that's pretty awesome. Oh, we don't want that. Yeah, so that's awesome. Lies of Pi. What? Is that The Last of Us? No. Is that internet code from The Last of Us? The Surge. Yeah, I hated that with a passion, both games actually. I found them unplayable. I might try them again at some point, because it might have been a mood thing, but the first was better than the second for me, and I really hated everything about the game. But that's okay. I mean, it's not, you know, not like I need to like them. But this here I like. So far. I will probably turn on the assist as soon as the second boss becomes too hard to beat, but yeah, that's right. Team Surge. So, that was the discovery for Steelrising. In the second attempt, we were actually able to stream it and see some gameplay. And that makes me very happy. Yeah, that was awesome. We hate the Surge. Huh? No, you don't need to. You can punch it. You can punch it.
No littering!
So thanks for watching, Steel.